Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be using some new products with you guys on camera today. First I'm going to start off with a primer that I haven't used before. It's the Model's Own Face Base Face Primer. Looks like this. It says oil-free, fragrance-free, and silicone-based. I don't always like silicone-based primers, so we'll see. It does have a pump on the other end. I've already shaken it up a little bit. So I'm just going to use very little, and I'm just going to put it in this section here. I don't like using the silicone-based ones on my nose. I feel like it makes my foundation slip, but I just want to make my pores look a little blurred. So I'm just going to apply it right here. I mean, don't get me wrong, the silicone ones feel really nice on the skin, but I kind of prefer non-silicone based primers. This one says it's supposed to be mattifying, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on my forehead there. I've heard other people say they really like this, but people with oily skin, I don't have necessarily. I mean, I do get a little oily sometimes, but I wouldn't say my skin's oily. So the foundation I'm going to use today is the Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Foundation. I have the shade in Golden Light. I've used this several times and I actually really like this foundation. The color, when I first got it, I thought it looked a little bit peachy, and I feel like when I put it on my hand it does, but when I put it on my face I feel like it blends out okay. And then I have the Model's Own Sculpt and Glow Liquid Highlighter. This is in Rose Gold. Just gonna mix these together. This one also comes with the pump. So here's a little swatch here, and then that's just like it pumped onto the back of my hand. So I just want to give this foundation, it is matte. I used a mattifying primer, I'm using a matte foundation. So I figured I would mix it with this just to give it a little glow. This new sponge here from Eco Tools, I actually bought two because I needed to spend enough to get free shipping. So this is the Perfecting Cushion Blender. It's one of their new sponges. I like the shape of it, like the bottom for pouncing foundation on. The top, I prefer like a pointy top to like get right in there, but let's see how it works for foundation. It feels really soft. If you've tried their other one like this one's really good. So this one's better for getting like in the inner corner because it's like pointy. But this one's good for like blending out foundation on the bottom side. Yeah, I like this sponge. If you like the other one, you'll definitely like this one. See that foundation? It has really nice coverage. So first impression on the sponge, I really like it. It's nice and squishy. It expanded a lot when I wet it, and it's just nice for pouncing on your foundation. It covers a lot of surface area. So I like this for foundation. Probably wouldn't use it for much else. Maybe you could use like cream contouring, like blend it out with this smaller side, but because it doesn't have a point, it doesn't really fit under the eyes too well. I mean, you could totally blend out your concealer with it, but I just prefer it, I think, for foundation. But it's nice and soft, and I think it's great. I think it's like $4.99, super affordable. And I really like the Milk Makeup Foundation. I've been testing that out, and I really like the coverage of it. I really like the way that it looks on the skin. It's not a flat matte. So that's what I like about it. It's not a flat matte. It has great coverage, and it just looks good on the skin. So, and then this Model's Own Sculpt and Glow Liquid Highlighter. Give a little bit of radiance to the skin. So far so good. All right, so for concealer, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my ColourPop No Filter Concealer. And this is in the shade Fair Neutral. Fair Neutral. I've used this before on camera. I feel like if I apply too much, it definitely creases. So I'm not gonna apply too much today, and I'm just gonna put it under my eyes. I'm not gonna put it anywhere else. So I'm gonna take this Eco Tool sponge, and it's dry. I didn't wet this one because I wasn't planning on using it. So I really want to try this powder from Too Faced. It's the Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder, and I've heard lots of people really like this, so I thought I would pick it up. I did not initially pick this up when I purchased the products from the Peach collection, but people were saying it's good, so I thought, why not try it out? think the packaging on this collection is so cute. I really like it. And I like that it has this little thing. I love that. I know I watch Casey Holmes and I know she doesn't like it. I think it's great. I like that feature on these types of little sifter jars. I think it prevents you from making a mess. So I just like to pour it like in the cap. This is my first time using this particular one, but the Cover FX has a similar packaging and oh, it smells good. Oh yeah, I like the smell. So this is just a Wet n Wild like powder brush. So I'm gonna take that. I'm just gonna put this on my entire face. I think I kind of took a little bit of foundation off my nose right there. Okay. I think it looks okay. It doesn't look bad. I'll have to try it again though. I don't know. I just think it's okay. I don't think it looks amazing on my skin or anything like that. So we'll have to play with that a little bit more, but I do really like the scent. And I feel like it tastes sweet. I feel like I got a little on my lips and I can taste it. I have some new palettes that were sent to me from an Amazon seller. These are right here, and I have a glitter one as well. I've already used one of these. I want to play with another one. So these are by Miscos, and I'm gonna do a review on these, but I need to test them out further. So there's this one here. Very pretty, shimmers and mattes. This one's pretty neutral. So then this one is the purple palette. This one has some more vibrant shades. This is the one that I've already used, and I actually really liked it. I kind of feel like going with this one today. I kind of want to do maybe the greens down here at the bottom. So actually I might mix and match. Let's see here. From the green palette here, I'm going to take a neutrally shade to pop in the crease. I'm going to take this color right here. So as you can see, it's got pigment to it and it blends good. No issues with blending when I've used this before. Haven't used this particular palette, but I've used the purple one and I did not have any issues with blending. The next color I'm going to take is actually from this palette, the pink one. I'm going to take this orangey shade right here. And I'm just going to take the same brush. This one is Morphe M511. And I'm just going to pop this right on the outer corner, just kind of layering these colors. So from this pink palette, I am gonna take, ooh, let's swatch these. They both look pigmented. I think I'm gonna go with the darker one, maybe the lighter one in the center. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try a little halo. Take the darker green first. I'm just gonna pack this on the inner portion here. I think I need a smaller brush actually. So I'm using these dry and you can see that it's nice and pigmented. Going on nicely. So I'm just gonna halo this. I don't really do like these halo eyes too often. So I'm gonna go back through the crease a little bit to help blend, especially this eye kind of being a mess here in the inner corner. Now I'm going to take the lighter green from the palette. So I'm just popping that lighter shade in the center of the lid. Yeah, so those are very pigmented. Those are dry. I am gonna wet my brush a little bit. I wanna see how it looks, that shade in the middle wet. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit more on wet. Oh yeah, that intensifies. I mean, it always does. But who am I kidding, right? But makes it a little bit more vibrant. All right, so from the green palette, I'm gonna take this orange right here. And I just wanna pop a little bit more right above that green right here, just to make it stand out a little more. From the green palette, I'm gonna take this shadow right here, and I'm gonna pop that under my brow bone. From the palette, I'm going to take this black shade right here, and I'm just going to run that along the upper lashes. I'm going to try a new mascara. This one is from Sephora. It's the Lashcraft Big Volume Mascara. I haven't opened it yet. I showed it in a recent haul video, I believe. I think the formula is going to be too dry for me. Can already tell. Kind of reminds me of the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. So if you like that one, you probably will like this one. It's not doing a bad job for my lashes. I just like my mascaras to be a little bit more wet. Oh, I am making a mess. I don't like mascara wands that are like hourglass shaped like this, because I feel like I just make a mess, especially on the lower lashes. Yeah. So I cleaned up my mascara mess, and I want to take, I think this shimmery white right here, and I'm going to pop that in the inner tear duct. I think I'm also going to take just a hair of that and just pop it right up here. For bronzer, I'm going to take the Too Faced Sweetie Pie Radiant Matte Bronzer infused with peach and sweet fig cream. And I've used this once before. I feel like it could be more of a blush on me than a bronzer, but we're going to try it again here. I'm just going to lightly dust this on my face. Yeah, it has a little like pinkiness to it, which is why I feel like it could be totally a blush. But I like how it's not too intense and not too pigmented, so I don't go overboard with it, you know what I'm saying? It did kind of have like a little bit of a gold overspray, but I feel like that almost came all the way off once I used it the first time. So I like the finish of it because it has like almost like a nice satin finish. It's not like super matte. It's like a soft, matte satin type finish. I like it. I'm gonna use this new blush from Kiko Milano. I bought a couple more. I recently did like a haul video with Kiko Milano, but I bought a couple, well, I bought some more products, but I bought a couple more of the blushes that I had mentioned in there, the Smart Color blushes. So this one's a newer shade that I picked. It's called, oh, I don't know the name, but it's 01. They say the name's on the website, just not on the packaging. And I really like it. It's like a nice neutral. It's nice and buildable, blends out really well. I really like it. For highlighter, I'm going to take this new Milani. This is the Insta Glow Powder, and I have the number 07 Summer Glow. So they came out with, I think, 4 new shades of these. So I picked up all the new shades, and then I have 3 of the older shades. I think there's a total of 8, and I have 7 of the 8. So these are really, really pretty. So this one's a little bit more golden. All the colors look kind of similar, but they do definitely have a different tone to them. Why don't you put them on the face? Normally I don't like gold highlighters, but this one's light enough where it can work. I'm just gonna take my Milani Make It Last setting spray. I was totally using the wrong brush for my highlighter. I was like, this brush doesn't seem quite to be working as well. And these are from Beauty Big Bang. I've mentioned these before, but you see this one's like a little bit more fluffy and pointed. This is the one I like for highlighter. And this is the one I was using. I was like, it just seems a little bit stiffer. All right, so I want to use one of these new L'Oreal Infallible paints. These are the mattes. I think I'm gonna go with the darker one. So this one is called Festival number 346. I like it. I really like it. It's nice and smooth. Like the color too. Ooh, I might have to pick up some more of those. I think I only got those 2 shades. I like that. All right, guys, so this is the completed look. I really like the way that it turned out. I think it's really fun for fall. It's colorful, but yet wearable. I like to wear color on my eyes, but I don't want to go overboard. So if you pair it with some neutrals and you don't put like a lot of shadow under your lower lashes, I feel like it can be completely wearable. So that's what I like to do. And so I'm really liking the eyeshadow palette so far. They've performed really nicely. They blend well, they're pigmented, and they don't have a lot of kickback. So the performance of the eyeshadows, the 2 times that I've used them, have been great. I do plan on using them more to do like a full review on those, so do stay tuned. But I will make sure to link like all the products that I use below in case you want to check them out on Amazon. The Milk Makeup Foundation, I'm loving this foundation. I just love the way it looks on the skin. It has great coverage and it's just beautiful. Has a nice like satiny, not flat matte finish. So the primer from Model's Own, I do feel like I like the way it looks in this area right here. I feel like my pores have definitely been smoothed over. Like they're not as apparent as they normally would be. So far that's good. I do need to test out the Too Faced like loose powder. I don't know how I feel about it. Now that all my makeup's on, I think it looks good, but I don't know that I was like wowed by it. I do really like the scent of it. It smells really, really good. The sponge is really great. I really like this sponge. I actually have 2 of them. Oh, I think I showed you that already. I actually have some more Equal Tools things. Like this is a new brush that I need to try out. It's the Wonder Cover Complexion Brush. I want to try this one. I want to try that for foundation, so I'll have to do that in another video. The lip paints from L'Oreal, I've only tried these each once and I really like it. Really, really like that. Mascara from Sephora. It's okay. It's not my favorite, but I don't think it's horrible. I just prefer like a more moist mascara, and the brush, I'm not crazy about the shape of it, so that was the only thing with that. Highlighter, I love those. I'm going to do a separate review on that. I think that covers everything. Oh, blush, I love the blush. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.